Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I wanted to make another top 5 video for you guys on GTA Online, and I was thinking of top 5 videos to do. And I've made videos where I've criticized Rockstar in the past. I've made an opposite video of this where I talked about the top 6 most annoying glitches that needed to be fixed. And I thought that I would do a video complimenting Rockstar on things that they have fixed and things that they have patched. And when Rockstar does something right, I think that we should applaud them and, we should give them our support. When they do something wrong, I think we should criticize them. But in this case, all of the things on this list, I think they did the right thing on patching. And these aren't necessarily glitches. Some of them are glitches. Some of them are things that they've changed in the game. And I personally think they've changed them for the better and just have made the game much more enjoyable. Very few people that I know actually defend the things on this list. So I personally believe that Rockstar took a step in the right direction, changing a lot of the things here. So here we go. Top 5 things that most people are happy Rockstar changed and patched. So here we go. Let's get started. So starting off at number 5, we have the creator teleport glitch. And this has been going on for some time. This has been going on for even years, I would say, in GTA Online. And Rockstar, they have patched this glitch several times, and every time they patch it, a few weeks later, these people that are abusing this glitch, they will find some way around it. And as I'm speaking right now, Rockstar have done another recent hotfix. It was on Thursday. And they did it where people can no longer do this. And hopefully that's the last hotfix. Hopefully they can't do it anymore. It's making it harder and harder for people to do it. But basically, what this was is, it was some kind of glitch involving creator mode. Not sure exactly how it works. Please don't tell me in the comments. I don't want to know. But what these people would do is they would teleport around the map. And oftentimes they were griefing people, blowing up cargo, trying to kill people. And I've seen people do this on foot, but I've also seen people do this in vehicles. Like in this case, this guy was actually doing this with an Oppressor Mark 2. This was actually over a year ago, and October 2018, so a year and a few months back. But it's been happening since, and I've also had it happen, a few months back where some guy was teleporting for Kanjali. Not sure if that's specifically the one that the glitch that they've been doing, but it's still been really annoying that people can just teleport around the map like this. They can be all the way across the map, teleport right in front of you, blow you up, destroy your cargo. And take a look at this in this case. This guy was going around in this lobby trying to kill me, trying to blow up my cargo, chasing me with the Oppressor Mark II. I went in the tunnel right here, threw a proximity mine, he died from it, delivered the bike successfully. Later on, the same session, I was picking up one of my friends here, and I was trying to check on the map to see where the guy was. The guy was at the top of the city. So my friend, as she's getting into the vehicle right here, guy spawns right on the side here, kills her, and starts firing missiles at my Stromberg. I went after him, I killed him a bunch of times, and you can see this guy was just teleporting all over the place, teleporting around. I killed him a bunch of times, I actually got him here, meleeed him, but still this is annoying. And there's some people that say that they don't use this to grief. But regardless, even if somebody's doing this, this is a game-breaking exploit, it's a game-breaking bug. You should not be able to teleport around the map, you should not be able to get across the map. What's the point of using vehicles if somebody's just going to teleport across the map? And on top of that, the majority of people that do this, that I've seen, all they're doing is griefing and just using it to kill people. So I'm very happy that Rockstar is going to hotfix for this, and hopefully they keep it that way, that it's fixed, that they're not going to find some other way around it. But if they do, hopefully Rockstar stays on top of it. I wanted to put this one on the list because Rockstar has been making a good effort to try to fix this. It's probably hard to fix it because they've done so many patches with this, but hopefully this is the last one and we don't ever have to deal with it anymore. At number 4, we have passive popping. Now, passive popping was fixed with the casino update back in July of 2019. And passive popping was an issue on GTA Online for many years. And what passive popping basically was, is somebody would go into passive mode, and oftentimes it was in a vehicle, but they could also do it on foot. They would follow that person around that they were trying to kill, and they would get out of passive mode at the last second, fire an RPG, or if they were in a vehicle, they would be in a weaponized vehicle, like an Oppressor Mark II or a Hydra, and they would follow that person around and get out of passive mode at the last second. And you can see right here gameplay. This is, many months back when me and my friends were just testing to see just how broken passive popping is. But for pilots were very happy that passive popping was fixed because it ruined any kind of fair dogfight. I've seen it happen so many times in free mode where jets are fighting in the skies And what happens is one guy goes into passive mode, flies around in circles until he gets behind the other jet, then gets out of passive mode and just fires and kills that person. And this happens a lot with Oppressor Mark II. Oftentimes, you have it happen where you're selling cargo, you get followed by an Oppressor Mark II in passive mode. You never know when he's going to get out of passive mode. Gets out of passive mode at the last second, blows up your cargo. It was such an issue. And what Rockstar did is that whenever you try to go into passive mode, what happens now is completely disabled in weaponized vehicles. As you guys can see right here, I can't do it in a Hydra. I can't do it in an Oppressor Mark II either, and if you try to activate passive mode and then go into it, you have 30 seconds before you're kicked out of it, and then you're not in passive mode anymore, so it has fixed the issue. There's also cooldowns on passive mode. If somebody kills somebody and then tries to go into passive mode, there's a cooldown on that, so Rockstar have definitely done a good job to stop passive popping. I have not seen any more passive popping because they just can't do it. It's made the game much more balanced, and passive popping, one of the cheapest tactics I've ever seen. I can't believe that some people actually considered it a legitimate tactic, but good on Rockstar for fixing that. Made PvP much more enjoyable, not have to deal with nonsense like that. Next at number 3, we have the Orbital Cannon glitch. Now, this has been a problem in GTA Online for 2 years. It has plagued the game for 2 years. And the Orbital Cannon was added with the Doomsday Heist update in December of 2017, and it was finally fixed in December of 2019 with the Casino Heist. Well, it was mostly fixed. But the problem with the Orbital Cannon, what basically happened was people were abusing the cannon with a glitch, and they were hitting somebody with it, so they were doing the automatic targeting, hitting somebody with it, and they were closing their application right afterwards. And what this would basically do was, it would reset the cooldown, so they wouldn't have to wait for the cooldown, and they wouldn't have to pay the $750,000 fee. So they could just get away with it, they could get away with hitting somebody for free with the Orbital Cannon, and they could rejoin the session and just do it over and over and over again. And I've seen this happen to me multiple times on my streams, where I've been hit by the same guy repeatedly in less than an hour, so I know for a fact they were doing the Orbital Cannon glitch. I've also seen many people hit by it, and even if I'm in a 30-player lobby, a lot of people tell me the only reason you get hit with the Orbital Cannon is because you're a YouTuber, and I guess, you know, that's true to some degree, is people are going to obviously target me because they want attention, but I've seen plenty of people aren't doing anything that have gotten hit with the Orbital Cannon. I've seen people in the middle of sales that I'm not even helping that have gotten hit with the Orbital Cannon, and whenever I was in a 30-player lobby, I would almost never be able to sit there for an hour without seeing at least one Orbital Cannon go off. Constantly, I'm hearing a big boom in the background, somebody dies, and then like a few seconds later, I see this person has left the lobby. And this has been just such an annoying problem, because when you're moving cargo or you're just playing the game, you never know. You have this constant paranoia in the back of your head that somebody's just going to hit you with the Orbital Cannon. Now, what Rockstar has done with the Casino Heist is that the glitch where they can still get around the cooldown, that is still there, so they can get around the cooldown, but they get charged $750,000 each time. So even if they close their application, they will still get charged $750,000. And the first few days after the Casino Heist, I've had griefers hit me with the Orbital Cannon and they leave the session. And I'm thinking to myself, what a bunch of idiots. These people are so stupid that they don't even realize that the glitch has been patched. So whenever people try to do it, they have to pay the fee. And even though they still can get around the cooldown, they can still do it multiple times, they gotta pay $750,000 each time they do it. And this has actually been a pretty big deterrent on the Orbital Cannon, because I have seen much less Orbital Cannons now. I've still been hit by the Orbital Cannon, don't get me wrong, and I've still seen people get hit by it. But whenever people get hit by it, that person is now paying for it, and I've seen it much less. Much less. I've seen it much less in my streams and much less in random lobbies. I'd say it even went down by more than 50%. That's how much Orbital Cannon griefing has gone down. Definitely step in the right direction. Thank you, Rockstar, for finally doing something about it. It took you really long, but you finally did something about it. Thank you for fixing this annoying glitch. Moving on to number 2, we have the Oppressor Mark II cooldown. Now, this one came with the Casino Heist. And what happened was Rockstar put a 5-minute cooldown on the Oppressor Mark II if you decide to call it in a second time, or if the thing gets destroyed. Now, a lot of people were complaining about this, and they didn't seem to understand where people were coming from with this. There was a lot of people that were upset with the Oppressor Mark II. A lot of people wanted something done about it, because the spam was just so bad. When people would use the Oppressor Mark II to kill other people, they would kill them, and then they would just constantly call it in over and over and over again. Even if you blew it up, they would just call Mors Mutual, call it in again, and just start spamming with it. It was just getting out of control. You had entire lobbies where it was just Oppressor Mark II war zones. That's what everybody was using. 95% 95% of the time, when I got killed by somebody in PvP, it was by somebody that was spamming the Oppressor Mark II. Very rarely did I get killed by a jet, and when I actually got killed by a jet, I was actually happy that it wasn't an Oppressor Mark II. But with this 5-minute cooldown, what happened now is that there's so many people that are using other vehicles. People still use the Oppressor Mark II, but I've noticed it's a lot less in lobbies. A lot less Oppressor Mark II spam. People are using other vehicles. It's encouraging people to use other vehicles and doesn't encourage them to be dependent on one vehicle like the Oppressor Mark II constantly, because it's not good to just use the same vehicle over and over again. People should get used to other vehicles. And there's people that were saying that, you know, I'm not griefing with the Oppressor Mark II, I'm just using it for grinding, but I'm annoyed by the cooldown. Well, my response to that is that the Oppressor Mark II very rarely gets blown up when you're not dealing with players. The only time it gets blown up is when you're fighting other players. If you're fighting, like, NPCs, very rarely is it going to get destroyed. Like, for instance, Headhunter. I was testing it out right here. You get shut off by the enemies in Headhunter or any other mission, the Oppressor Mark II is just going to fall to the ground. It's not going to blow up, and then you can just go and get it again. You would have to be doing something really stupid in order to get the Oppressor Mark II blown up. You would have to be right next to a wall and fire a missile, and it would get destroyed, or you would have to be going after players, which my question to those people would be, if you're complaining about the Oppressor Mark II having a cooldown, you know, why are you going after people in the first place? If you don't want the Oppressor Mark II getting blown up, why are you trying to go after and kill other people? I don't understand that. And some people would say, well, I'm using the Oppressor Mark II for self-defense. Well, you wouldn't need to use the Oppressor Mark II for self-defense if other people weren't using the Oppressor Mark II in the first place. And I don't use the Oppressor Mark II. I use the Stromberg. I use the Thruster. I use different vehicles. I don't use the Oppressor Mark II. I'm perfectly fine with this. And I think that this cooldown is a step in the right direction because it's going to encourage people to use other vehicles. And also, it's important for protecting cargo because I've had it happen where somebody's going after my cargo, we blow them up, and we actually have a chance to deliver the cargo. It's not like instant where they're going to get another Oppressor Mark II and just go after us. Now, there's a few minutes that they have to wait, and these same people, these griefers that are just constantly blowing up cargo, when these people are complaining that the game is less fun now that the Oppressor Mark II has been patched, that it has a cooldown, you know that Rockstar made the right decision at that point. And number one, the number one thing that I think we should be happy that Rockstar fixed is the Casino God Mode glitch. Now, this glitch, ironically, launched with the Casino DLC back in July of 2019. So the glitch was with the DLC, came with the DLC, and Rockstar did fix it. They fixed it pretty quickly. I think they fixed it within a day or two, so they were really on top of it. But the reason that this is number one, despite them fixing it so quickly, is because if they did not do something about it, this would have been the worst ever glitch on GTA Online. And I don't know how to do it, but from what I've heard, people were very easily going into God mode. They were going right into the casino, coming right out of the casino, and being in God mode. They could not be killed. And I don't have footage of somebody using God mode during that, 1 to 2 day period when that glitch was in the game. I have other footage here of different people using God mode on me and attacking me at different times. And you see alone here just how annoying this is. And this was the occasional player that I bumped into. But right when that DLC launched, there were so many people abusing God mode. And you would go into 30-player lobbies and you'd have like at least 5 people in that lobby just using God mode from this. So this is really good that Rockstar fixed this. Because if they didn't fix this and they just ignored it, like they ignored the Orbital cannon or they ignored something else like the Titan glitch, if they did not fix that, this would have been the most broken thing ever in GTA Online. This would have been even worse than the Orbital cannon. It would have been worse than the Oppressor Mark II spam. It would have been worse than passive popping. It would have been worse than all of that combined. Imagine every lobby you join, you have a ton of people in God mode, and they're doing it so easily with this glitch. So it's really good that Rockstar were right on top of that and fixed that, because if they didn't fix that, this glitch had the potential to completely destroy and ruin and break GTA Online. So really good on Rockstar for fixing that. I've given Rockstar a lot of crap on this channel for, stuff that they haven't fixed. They haven't fixed, the Orbital cannon in the past. They finally fixed it after 2 years. And, with the Titan glitch, that still needs to be fixed. But despite that, sometimes I want to compliment them on things that they did right. And I personally think that in this video, all the stuff that they fixed and changed, I think it was for the better. My personal opinion. I hope that you guys agree with me. And if there was anything else that you think that Rockstar made a right decision on patching, let me know down below. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. And if you're new to my channel, enjoy my content, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.